In the midst of all these modern AAA releases, lazy sequels, uninspired reboots and video game greed, it's nice to go back to a time and reflect on when video games were better. When they didn't have to rely on live service garbage, microtransactions and DLC to keep their game alive and relevant in the modern day. Back when games, had to be good. So let's turn the clock back 18 years ago, or 6 if you're playing the remake, and talk about one of the most important and influential video games of all time, Shadow of the Colossus. Or in other words, the game that cured Charlie's depression and Reign Over Me.
I'm gonna shoot him, get his attention. Alright, good job, ready? And let me pluck him right in the uterus.
So, you're wondering what we're going to be doing in this game? Well, it's actually quite simple. We're going to be staring at this water and... oh wait, what the fuck is that? Psych, you thought this game was going to be boring as shit, didn't you? Well, you're wrong. What if I told you in this game you were to fight a giant bird, a giant swordsman, a llama, an electric fucking eel? Fuck man, anything you could think of you probably battle in this game. And not just battle, defeat and consume their souls and attempt to... Sorry, this section has been cut off for spoiler reasons. If you got a problem with that, then, I don't know, go fuck yourself or something. So let's actually get into the meat of what this game is. We play as a wandering traveller named Wanda. As we venture through a mythological terrain known as the Forbidden Land. Wanda can also be seen carrying what is later revealed to be his waifu, up to an ancient temple where a god resides named eventually bargain a deal where Wanda has to defeat 16 of these giant colossally fucking behemothful creatures to resurrect his waifu. The premise is very simple, which is appreciated, and get this, okay, you're gonna think I'm lying, you're gonna think I'm telling you bullshit lies, but I promise you I'm telling you the fucking truth right here. Straight after this cutscene, you call your horse.
Agro!
And begin to set off and battle these very fucking scary creatures. Yeah, so this game doesn't waste any of your time and immediately gets into its Monster Hunter ass gameplay, which, come on man, that is fucking cool. So how do we actually find these creatures? To track these creatures, you need to point your sword to the light and use the power of the sun to create a magical beam that then reveals the vital weak points of the creatures hiding in the location that they're at. Does this sound confusing? Well, the answer to me is yes. Which led me to running around trying to find one of these 16 creatures on this relatively small map for 3 fucking hours. Eventually my brain finally clicked and I realised my sword was a compass, and to maybe lay off the booze so I don't cause further fucking brain damage. After a short run with my horse and sword in hand, I eventually found my first opponent, a giant furry, and the fight was actually very intimidating. I shot his foot with my puny arrows and ran up to him only to get yeeted across the whole arena and smacked by his face as I hit the ground. For a moment of clarity, thinking about my waifu and my horse, I charged the creature, grabbed his pubes, and began climbing up the colossi. The hair was thick and rough. I nearly lost my grip countless times as I slowly made my way up to his head. When I finally made my way up to his cranium, he began violently shaking, trying to throw me off. However, my commitment to slay the vile beast was all the mind could conjure. Screams of the creature echoed the Forbidden Land as he let out his last breath and succumbed to defeat. The colossi dramatically fell over, and I with it. Victory overwhelmed me as I ran back to my horse and suddenly was consumed by the creature's soul. I was then UFO'd up into the sky and sent back to the temple for my next quest. The mysterious god congratulated my success and then told me to do it again. And again. And again. And again. The big question for this game is, did I have fun? Well, my answer to you is, I don't think I've had this much fun in my entire fucking life. Every element in this game is the very definition of good game design. The bosses are all entertaining and engaging in their own puzzly fashion. Finding their weak points was never boring. And when you eventually found them, the music kicks up into high gear and makes you feel like a legend. The feeling of defeating these colossi is one that very few games give me. Especially when that music kicks in when you're climbing the colossi as you're trying to engage them and they're screaming. And oh man, it's fucking awesome. I love it so much. The story is also compelling and doesn't waste your time, with the overall experience lasting 9 hours and having only 3 cutscenes in the whole game, not including these badass intros for the Colossi. Sorry, I just gotta show you one more because they're just so fucking awesome, I love them. The bottom line is, you need to play this now. If you don't have a PS2 or 3 or 4 or 5, just politely steal a friend's and return it the next day. This game has fantastic gameplay, fun boss fights, a compelling story, one of the best soundtracks in a video game, some of the best pacing in a video game, and probably my favourite ending in any medium. You guys have to play this thing because this game is easily a 10 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm going to talk about Resident Evil 4 Remake when that comes out, and also have countless videos for you guys to get excited about for the future. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please show some support by subscribing and joining the ROTH community. Also, sorry if I got a bit excited during this review. I fucking love this game, and when I actually enjoy games, I get incredibly excited about them, and it shows in my reviews. So, you know, thanks for watching, and have a nice day, guys.